cool. Thank you, Style. MF29961, I hope that you are going to my channel and checking out the dojo lessons, because all of this really does build on the dojo lessons. I'm going to try and incorporate everything that I have talked through so far in order to, factum or pay, absolutely. I'm going to try and walk through everything that I've done so far and incorporate it all into building out a plan for a chart. Probably starting with pay is a good idea. What a day. And boy, am I loving quantum. Just can't get enough of quantum. Neo's setting up for just institutional suppression for a while here. That's fine. We can take advantage of that, no problem. Got this nice descending wedge happening right here. Pay. All right, let's get started here. Good evening, everyone. I am Sensei Kevlar, and I'm here to stare at some charts with you tonight. Thought we would try and incorporate all of the learning that we have done so far into building a plan and making a strategy for maximum profitability. At the moment, I'm looking at the BTC pay chart, and the first thing that I'm going to notice is I look at this and I can kind of see right away that I'm in a market middle. And the way that I can see that is I can take my horizontal line tool, I can come up here and I can find the market top and I can find the market bottom. And I can see that I'm approximately in the middle. I'm a little below the market middle. But what I can say about this is this creates a 50-50 opportunity for me. What I can do is I can position myself so I can move 50% in this direction and make all my profit in this way, selling out all of my coins. Or I can move 50% in this direction and plan for selling out all of my coins out to here. So let's say that I have 1 BTC worth of coins, and I'm starting right here. And then I have 1 BTC of Bitcoin. So I have a grand total of 2 BTC. What I'm going to do is first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to find my historical support and resistance lines. And what this looks like is coming in here and every nice time when the market turned around, putting in a trend line to bounce off of. This will form the basis of our analysis for how we plan this trade. Where else can we go? We could go up here. We could go up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to 50-50 this, and I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to be at 0 right here. If it comes up and comes into this, what was previously a support line, and it turns into a resistance line, I'm going to sell some. And if it comes down here, I'm going to buy some. And I like this market. I'm going to 4x up on this market. So let's start by plugging in the numbers for where we're at. If I were to buy, if we were to start at 0.0075, let's make a trading plan for that. 0.00075. And I'm going to buy 1 position, and 1 position is 0.01. The next time I'm going to do So I'm going to come back to my thing, and I'm going to say my next line of interest is 0.00058. 0.00058. And I'm going to 4x up on that. My browser would like to unlock itself. No, not especially. Okay. The next line after that is 0.00042. 0.000. Yeah, reload. Thank you. Come on, technology. Let's make this work for us. No? Not gonna do it? Oh, this is embarrassing. There we go. 0.00042 is what I was trying to do. We're going to 4x up there. And 2.3 is our last one. Wow. My poor computer. Zero 0.00023, and we're going to 4x up on that one. Okay, so what can I see about this? First, the first thing that I can see is I can plan to be at 0.0064 down here at the bottom of the market. Well, I don't even think that that's pretty much, the first thing that I want to look at is I want to look at what's my total portfolio size? What is the percentage of allocation of this to my portfolio size? Well, this is 6.4% of my portfolio size. If I allocate 6.4% of my portfolio size to every position, how many positions can I be in? Well, the answer is less than 50. Or, sorry, less than 20. You have definitely positioned yourself out of a lot of opportunities by going this deep and this heavy on this. Could we have skipped some of these? Yeah, absolutely. Could we have, found stronger reasons to buy in at this point? Yeah, let's find some. Get your indicators out. We get our relative strength index and the MACD. Okay. MACD is telling us this is probably a pretty good bottom and we absolutely are setting up, but if we come down to here and we don't see the RSI get really upset, we don't see a nice crossing below, we might skip this line. We might skip this level right here. And if we skip this level right here, then that changes the plan to this becoming that. And suddenly we're at a much better position down here. Because what we can do is we come down to here and buy at a much lower rate. That makes us profitable back at 23. Let's see what that looks like. We come down to this line and then we're profitable. Yeah, we're profitable at 32. 32. We're profitable right there. Well, I believe in that motion in the market. I believe I can be profitable with that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, this is my plan down, and then I'm going to do exactly the same thing for up. I'm going to plan for how much selling out I can do and where I want to be at the top of the market. And how do I figure out where the top of the market is, especially on something like, like Bitcoin, where it has never given us a market top before? Or where do we think that this market can go if it were to take another move into this direction? Well, one thing we can do is we can measure this motion right here. This is this motion from this bottom to this top right here. And then we can project this motion once again. This would be where we think this would go. We can do this using our Fibonacci retracement. Our Fibonacci extension. So grab our Fibonacci, trend-based Fibonacci extension, bring it up to here, down to here, extend it on out. Where do we think we can go to? It's right here. Here's the 100% mark of this line again. So after we are done planning for these levels, where's the next levels we're going to plan for beyond? If we want to be, if we're 50-50 here in the market and we're targeting 60-40 in the market here and 40-60 in the market here, that's what we're targeting with our opportunity size. And our opportunity we have allocated for this is what again? It's 6% of our 6.4% of our portfolio. What we want to do is we want to have 6.4% of our portfolio in pay and 3.2% of our portfolio in pay and 3.2% in Bitcoin allocated for this opportunity. And that's how we're going to start our initial positioning. Then, once we have planned out both the up and the down, figured out where we want to be in the market, figured out how much selling we want to do in order to reach our, each our 60, 40, 70, 20, 80, 10, or 89, 80, 80, 20, 60, 60, 30, 70, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20, 90, 10 position size. We're ready to, once we're up here, we're ready to do the planning all over again. We can come back in and we can plan all of this. Now what we want to do is we want to schedule this plan. What we can say is we can say that this plan has us doing, let's just do a buy every day. So the first buy-in happens here, and we're going to buy 4 positions. So that's going to take us 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Here's our buy schedule for the first level. Okay. If the market comes down to here, we are going to start executing this buy schedule. On the first day, we're going to buy 1 position. On the second day, we're going to buy 1 position. On the third day, we're going to buy 1 position. On the fourth day, we're going to buy 1 position. Now, let's say that we don't complete this before activating a lower schedule. What's this lower schedule? I believe, according to our plan, the next buy, so I'm sorry, it was 3, not 4. The next buy is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days worth of buying, 1 position per day. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then when is that? It's not what I asked for. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is going on? Oh, I turned on extend. Sorry. Okay. 12 days worth of buying. If we succeed in executing 1, 2 days worth of buying, because we stay at this level for 2 days, we're here in the market for 2 days, and then after that the market comes down on us, we're now going to start executing our level 2 schedule, which has us buying 12 positions, and we still have 1 position left over on this schedule. We're going to go ahead and bring down this schedule. So on day 1, we're going to buy 1 from this schedule and 1 from this schedule, and that will take us to here, and then we will have completed this schedule. Then we'll be buying 1 position, 1 position, 1 position, 1 position, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 for the next 12 days. If, however, the market comes down to here, and we have not completed either of these schedules, well, guess what? We just keep on bringing down these schedules. And now, how much scheduling are we doing? 48 days worth of scheduling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way down out to 48 days worth of scheduling. Okay. If this had happened and we had not completed out the previous 2 levels of scheduling, we'd be doing 3 buys, 3 positions on the first day, 2 buys on all of these days, and then finally 1 buy in order to reach our scheduled allocation of buying. Now remember, when I did this initially, I had done the planning in both directions. I had done the planning for moving down, and I had done the planning for moving up. So it's the same thing. When we have our schedule, we know what we're going to do, and we're going to say, you know, 1 a day, 1 per day, and 1 per day, okay? But do we really want to do 1 per day? Maybe we measure that this market is moving faster than that, than 1 per day. So can we say, you know, obviously we're only going to do 1 per day here. So we say we do 2 per day. Our schedule allows us 2 per day, right? And here, you know, 2 per day. So what this does is anytime that this number changes, well, what that does is that shortens up our schedule like that. And that shortens up this schedule like that. And then we get more buying in sooner, okay? So how do we execute this? Well, do we really have to sit here and, you know, what if we want to do 24 a day? Do we really have to sit here and once an hour buy 1 position every hour? No, we can just come back here and say, okay, what's the schedule? Say 24. What level are we at? Well, how many have we allocated? What is our allocation is 24 per day. That's never going to change. We're always going to buy 24 per day. If we come down to here and we've ticked off, you know, 2 from here and 4 from here, or sorry, 2 from here and 1 from here, and we have 4 at 48. That's 48 plus 2 is 50 plus 1 is 51. We have 51 that we're going to buy today, which is going to decrease from our 24 quota. On the next day, we're still going to have that quota left over, and we can, you know, use up our 24 a day to execute on that quota and buy down the market, buy down our position on a schedule. Now, what that means is that if the market comes down and you complete your schedule, you wait for it to go back up and be profitable. If the market comes down and you don't complete your schedule, you celebrate a lower price to buy your schedule on. And now you're becoming more profitable up here. If it comes down more, you're celebrating more. If at any time the market comes back up on you before your schedule completes, well, you're just profitable on what allocation you did get in. Wherever it moves back up to, eventually you're going to be profit. Maybe it sits here and does this and you barely eke out your schedule really long and it takes you a long time to then take off with that. But it doesn't matter. You are the rock. You are going to execute this plan no matter what. Nothing about the market motion changes the plan because the schedule keeps the plan sane. The schedule keeps the plan moving over multiple days and keeps us taking advantage of continuing market motions downward. It allows us to take advantage of news because the minute that news occurs and we know that we're going to be heading downward, move the plan out. Allow for slower buying. Allow for that dip downward. The minute that the news takes off and we're going to be going upward, because we got great news, adjust the schedule. Do more buying sooner to take advantage of this. But you're always doing it according to your plan. because you planned for where you want to be. You planned that if you want to be 50-50 in the market here, you want to be 60-40 in the market here, you want to be 70-30 in the market here, and 80-20 in the market here. Conversely, if you were 50-50 in the market here, you want to be 40-60 in the market here, 30-70 in the market here, and 80-20 in the market here. I can plan for that. I can plan for that because I can use my planning to show me exactly where I'm going to be at any given time in the market. And then I can use a schedule to make that plan sane, to keep that plan constantly on the rails. The 50-50 allows me to take on ninja-like agility. If I move up, I'm profitable. If I move down, I'm positioning. The schedule allows me to keep that plan on the rails while constantly taking advantage of more opportunities. You don't need to worry if it comes back up off your allocation schedule. Eventually, it will move into your distribution schedule, at which point in time you are profitable. Or, eventually, it will move down into your allocation schedule, at which point you will be positioning. At the only other option that can possibly occur is the market moves sideways. And I'll be honest with you, I just haven't figured out a solution for how to be profitable in a sideways market. When the market's just doing nothing, I really haven't figured out an answer. The only way I know to be profitable is if we execute a strategy that positions us in the market according to this plan, and then execute on that plan faithfully according to the schedule. This scheduling makes this plan much more profitable, because let's say that we had a bunch of allocations scheduled at this level and then we just come down more. Well, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico, is what that was. And that is how you plan for profitability, schedule your plan, and then trade your plan. I do hope this has been helpful. I do need to cut this short this evening because I have other plans in real life. But tomorrow we will resume the lessons, because tomorrow we are once again going to take this to the next level. I hope you all continue to plan for your profitability and make the most out of this opportunity, because this is an opportunity, and quantum is an opportunity, and IOTA is an opportunity, and NEO is an opportunity. And it's only when you plan to maximize those opportunities with scheduling that you can truly start to understand the way of the trader and act like a whale. Thank you, guys.